Good evening and welcome to tonight's regional news. We begin with some devastating news from Haiti. At least 17 people, including 2 children, died off Haiti when a sailing boat they were on sank between Tortuga Island and the fishing port of St. Louis du Nord. Officials say those on board lived on Tortuga and had been to the main market in St. Louis du Nord. 9 people have been rescued and the search continues for possible survivors. About 30 people are believed to have been on board when the boat sank. The head of the Haitian Maritime and Navigation Service, Eric Provost Jr., said that the boat sank because of high winds. He also said the boat, the Ancelita, was overloaded and had not been granted permission to sail. Mr. Provost said that as there was no police presence in the port, the captain of the Ancelita had set sail regardless. The Haitian President Jovenel Moïse tweeted his condolences, saying he shared the sorrow of the bereaved. Now for some news from Trinidad and Tobago. The new Dr. Keith Rowley cabinet retains most of the familiar faces in the frontline portfolios, but with the Education Ministry in the hands of 2 mothers and the return of former Diego Martin Central MP Dr. Amiri Brown as Foreign Affairs Minister. Prime Minister Rowley presented his new team to the TNT with a public notice. I quote, "We're starting on a 60-month journey, as it can be counted in months and no one will be allowed to fall asleep as conduct and performance will be reviewed on an ongoing basis," end of quote. Rowley gave the assurance at Wednesday's swearing-in of the new government team at President's House St. Anne's, where he took the oath of office at 4:06 p.m. It was the first function at the redone President's House since 2007. The function followed the recent announcement of the final results of last Monday's general election. Thereafter, President Paula May Weeks immediately issued letters to Rowley and UNC leader Kamala Persad inquiring of their willingness to be appointed Prime Minister and Opposition Leader, respectively. Persad, in a statement on Tuesday, signaled willingness to do so, but was absent at Wednesday's function despite being invited. She will be sworn in as Opposition Leader at a separate function. Ministers took their oath of office amid strict social distancing measures on Wednesday. And now for news from Bolivia. There is confusion in Bolivia after a court annulled the government's decision to finish the school year 4 months early amid the pandemic. The government had announced the early end to the school year on August 2, saying that online classes were putting rural pupils, many of whom don't have access to the internet, at a disadvantage. Officials said at the time that teachers would continue to receive their salaries and all pupils would automatically pass into the higher year, due to begin in January. But the court argued that the suspension of classes violated the pupils' right to education. The government has said it will appeal against the ruling. And finally, in tonight's regional news, almost twice as many registered voters intend to cast their ballots for the ruling Jamaica Labour Party (JLP) against their main rivals, the People's National Party (PNP). A Jamaica Gleaner Commission Don Anderson poll released on Wednesday indicated that 36% of electors would mark their ballot for the JLP, which is led by Prime Minister Andrew Holness. 20% of respondents expressed a preference for the Dr. Peter Phillips-led PNP. For the PNP to win, it would need to woo almost 2/3 of the 23% of respondents who said they were not sure which party they would vote for on September 3. 20% of interviewees said they would not vote, while 1% gave the thumbs up to the Jamaica Progressive Party. The religious party has since pulled out of the election. The poll was conducted between July 24 and August 3 and canvassed 1,071 respondents. The margin of error is plus or minus 3%. More than 55% of people who intend to vote for the JLP say that the decision is based on its ability to manage the country better. Less than 34% of PNP supporters would vote for the party on those grounds. That was all for tonight's regional news. Thank you for joining. Bye.